talk us through the difference between each one and how you sort of brew the different colours and different tastes.
Right, all different. This is the Ridgeway bitter. It's the first bitter we started brewing back in 92, 93. This is this Marisotta barley, a little bit of crystal malt, a little bit of chocolate malt, a little bit of wheat.
Let's taste it. Let's taste it.
Give it a go. Give it a go.
It's quite light.
Yes, it's a what we would describe as a well balanced session beer. 4%. Drinks very easily. A little bit of floral hop flavour from the Goldings. Some bitterness from English Challenger hops. Yeah, it's been one of our staple beers since we very first started.
This one is Street Star Swifty. He's doing the camera work. So cheers, Swifty. We're going to drink it for you.
That's right.
This is blondie, is it?
This is blonde. Yeah, different style of beer. Almost a continental style of beer. Again, it's very light, 4%er, with some Czech Sarts hops. Gives a little peppery bitterness to it. Again, just different flavour, nice light, good quaffing beer.
Should point out Swifty's actually driving, so I can do the tasting. So I'll taste it for you. No problem at all.
Yeah, I was going to pass it back.
And how do you get the difference in the colours?
Right, we have all the malts that we have. The main malt, the Marisotta barley, is the biggest ingredient in all the beers. We then have a selection of other malts which have been roasted slightly. Different varieties of malts and different times, lengths of roasting. Crystal malt, chocolate malt, Cara malt, lots and lots of varieties. And by blending those, we can change flavour as well as colour. We can put very small amounts of chocolate malt into a beer to give it lots of colour without affecting the flavour, or we can put larger amounts in and end up with something like our tea kettle stout, which has a large amount of crystal malt and chocolate malt in.
You were saying this is kind of like almost like a Guinness beer to look at, but it tastes nothing like it.
No, you said to me it's not a beer that's one of your preferences, whereas you're quite happily drinking that.
Yes, it's very nice. So that's that one. And what's the last one, which is this one?
This is one we started brewing last year called Moongazing, which has got some American citrus hops in, and another. We use some rye, some crystal rye in this one, which gives it its lovely reddish colour, interesting flavour, and the hops we have are quite rare American hops, difficult to get a hold of, but we've got enough to keep us going. A lovely citrus bite to it.
Yeah, I think I like that one the best.
Marvellous.
Just as a closing thought, how many beers have you personally brewed, do you think, in all the time you've worked here, which is what, 20 years?
Oh dear. Different beers. Oh, at the moment we're doing 12 monthly specials, 4 to 5 seasonal beers a year. So if you said we do at least 12 each year, we're in the region of 200 to 250 different beers. Maybe more. I've never sat down and thought about it.
Have you had a real disaster and you just thought to yourself, that's a disaster, we can't do it?
I can honestly say no. I have never brewed a beer that we've said that is a disaster. We did in the very, very early days. We brewed a porter to an old Whitbread recipe from the 16, 1700s, and somebody tasted it and said that tastes horrible. And somebody else turned around and said, yes, but it probably tasted horrible back then.
Well, there we go. Well, Barry, good to see you. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers. Thanks for coming.
Cheers, Swifty.
Cheers. We'll let you have yours later.